Hello, let's delve into history with Flashback, the weekly history quiz from the New York Times. Let's start and find out what historical events we're encountering today. We will start out with a given date. So 1919, photos of an eclipse showing light bent by gravity affirm Einstein's general theory of relativity in 1919. All right, well, here we have Charles Feeney opens his first U.S. duty-free store in a Hawaii airport as the boom in global air travelers who need gifts to bring home begins. Well, I think the duty-free I thought the duty-free concept began in Shannon Airport in Ireland in the 1970s. Maybe it was happening simultaneously in multiple places, but for that reason, I'm going to put this well after 1919. I mean, that would need to be true anyway for the boom in global air travelers, so we'll do that. Oh, 1962. Okay, right. I'm actually curious now to know the sort of what was going on in Shannon versus here. Okay, well, anyway, I'll look that up later. Spiridon Lewis wins the first marathon race held at the Olympics. He reportedly stops to have cognac and half an orange during the run. That's absolutely amazing. The evolution of the Olympics from an amateur contest to essentially a professional one is fascinating in that regard. Oh boy, do I actually know when this was? It'll be before 1919. Yeah, 1896. Okay, yeah, I thought late 19th century for the Olympics. Sally Ride first flies on the Space Shuttle Challenger. A top college tennis player, she saw a NASA ad while finishing a PhD in physics. Now, that's a good fact. Well, let's put it after 1962. Shortly, yep, 1983. After the French Revolution overthrows the king, the Louvre opens as a museum, symbolically bringing royal art to the public. Okay, well, we can definitely put that well before 1896. Indeed, 1793. French Revolution. Native American activists occupy Alcatraz 6 years after the prison closed. The protests leads the U.S. to give tribes more self-determination. Right, okay. Actually, where do I think this is relative to 1962? I would think after, but not long after. Let's see. Yes, yeah. So at the end of that decade, essentially. The Brooklyn Bridge is completed. The chief engineer died after an accident. His son took over and fell sick. His son's wife led the work. I think before 1896. Let's try it and see. Yes, 1883. Okay. It's about where I would have guessed. After 4 million Black people are emancipated, the next census records their names. For some, it's the first official record of their surname. Wow, that is a fascinating and sobering fact. Let's put that a little bit before 1883. Yes, 1870. For the first time, a majority of U.S. homes have fridges spurred by the invention of Freon. Past refrigerants had caused deadly accidents. A majority. Ooh, with the 1950s, maybe? Well, I think it's safe to put it sometime between 1919 and 1962. Yeah, 1940. So I was a little bit late in my thought. All right, well, there we go. I did well this week. Got them all correct, so I'm always pleased when that happens. And let's just quickly take a look and see what didn't go well for more people. Almost everybody was correct about the placement of the Louvre, which makes sense given the French Revolution hint there. Most people were correct about the putting the census after the emancipation of Black people, of some Black people anyway. Brooklyn Bridge, people didn't do so well on that one. I suppose the Brooklyn Bridge is such a grand monument. It does feel like it would maybe be a bit more modern than 1883, but there we have it. People did well with the Olympics. People did pretty well with the majority of fridges. And, very well with the duty-free store. Not quite so well with Native American activists occupying Alcatraz. Alcatraz being the now defunct prison off the coast of San Francisco Bay. Let's see. And then just about everybody was correct when it came to Sally Ride. So there we go. All right. As always, an interesting little romp through history. Actually, slightly less far-reaching than some. Sometimes we go way back into the thousands or even millions of years BCE, but not today. Nothing older than the very late 18th century up until nearly the present day. So there we go. That was the flashback. I'll come back next week. Why not? Bye for now.